All right, it's 3 o'clock. I'm going to get started. My name is Tom Bartholomew, CEO of Bartholomew Media Group, and we help contractors and people in the skilled trade, that's typically who hires me, to build their website and run their social media. So I work with websites. And that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about why you should have a clean website. And so what do I mean by clean? I mean you need to keep your website uncluttered. If you have a whole bunch of stuff on your website and it's all moving and this one's moving and it's coming in and out and flashing, your website's probably too cluttered. So you want to make sure that it's simple, it's clean. And what I mean by clean is that there's space. In the web design world, we call it white space. You want to make sure you have, and even in design, you want to have white space between your elements of your website. So when on your header, you don't want to just pack everything in there and have all this information of what you do and here's where you can get me and this is all and where you work, and then you're going to fit your little contact form in there, and that's just cluttered, and that's going to end up in a visitor bouncing. And what bounce means is they left. They landed on your page and they left. They bounced. So you want to make sure that you have a clear, simple, easy to understand website. There was even a study done at the Missouri School of Journalism by a Paul Bowles. And he said that visitors need to be able to put information into context. And if a site has too much information, it kind of overloads people's brains and they won't be able to bring in anything new. So right there, a study, Missouri School of Journalism, they were talking about too much information is overload. And that is so true. Confused minds don't take action. So if they're confused, if they're not exactly sure what it is you do or where you do it, we talked last week about your website answering 3 questions: what you do, where do you do it, and how do I get a hold of you. You can make that into a very clean website with that information. So a clean site also gives you better messaging. That means that when you're trying to use your call to action, right, CTA, it's easier for them if you have a clear call to action that's easily found on your website because it's clean, because it's not all cluttered, right? It doesn't have things distracting them from your call to action. So you want to make sure that, so that's one reason is to get better conversions, and probably one of the most important reasons nowadays to have an uncluttered website is because it helps with your website load speed. That's a big thing right now with search engines and websites is load speed. Google puts priority if your website loads faster. So one way to make that happen is by uncluttering it. Get rid of things that are on your website that are unnecessary. So make sure you have real clean, actionable content, clear messaging, clear call to action, and you'll be all set. A clean website is always the best way to go. And you can always find out more information about me. You can just go right onto my page. Real easy to go onto the page. And I'll put it right in the comments. There's my Facebook page. Check out the live videos. We're doing a weekly series. Make sure you check it out next week on Thursday at 3 o'clock promptly. And we'll bring you some more website tips for contractors where you can make more conversions. Again, my name is Tom Bartholomew. Hope you join me next week.